Hey, what up? It's your boy Saint, and welcome to another video on Saint Lucid VR channel. Alright, so thank you guys for being here. Today I just want to drop a couple of things. Let's talk VR. Alright, let's talk VR. I want to talk about the Apple Vision Pro and what are my thoughts at the moment, and you know what's going through my mind at the moment about it. Right, apart from me feeling like VR news is kind of dead for the last couple of weeks. Like, everybody's talking Apple Vision Pro. Like, what the F, man? Like, come on, man. I want something new. I want some new games. I want some new things that, like drop, like give us some news. Drop Stranger Things VR or something. Give us some new gameplay, something. Yeah, it's just been dead. It's only Apple freaking what? Like, come on now. When I think Apple Vision Pro, I think of isolation. That's what comes to my mind when I think Apple Vision Pro. Right? I think of isolation. I think of a headset that is immersive. Yes, and especially when we're talking about immersiveness and a VR headset, which is an Apple Vision Pro headset, right? I know they say spatial video, blah blah blah, and a spatial headset, spatial computing. It's a VR headset, right? Maybe a little ahead of its time with all the technology and stuff, but it's a VR headset, right? So yeah, let's get that down straight. No matter how they want to put it, of course they want to feel like early adopters to some spatial computing stuff like that. Maybe the Deckard is gonna drop and it'll be something like that, like Valve. Yeah, maybe that's gonna drop and it's gonna be like your whole PC within the headset. I'm waiting for a headset to drop that you can play VR, like PC VR games on a standalone headset that can run for at least like 3 hours. Yeah, not heavy, proper graphics, beautiful. Come on now, give us something like that and we'll be freaking happy. I'll be freaking happy. Actually, I'm all over the place today with this news, alright? Because we're just speaking VR, right? I just want to speak, let's talk VR, right? They just announced Yu-Gi-Oh! Is gonna be dropping. You'll know if you'll watch my previous videos, like my journey into VR. My one game that I was talking about is Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, give me Yu-Gi-Oh! A proper official game on VR and I'll be blessed. It'll even make me go out and buy a VR headset, which I am doing, by the way. But I'll be blessed, alright? Give me Call of Duty and I'll be blessed. Give me GTA and I'll be blessed. Now, talking about that, when we're talking about these type of games, these type of experiences, you're not going to be able, well, maybe, just maybe, just maybe, you might be able to experience Yu-Gi-Oh! On the Apple Vision Pro, just because it's more hand tracking and you could use your hands for it. So maybe, just maybe, like Demio, maybe, just maybe. So yeah, I'm guessing that, and I'm guessing, you know what, if Apple Vision Pro was serious about this, they would do something like that. They would link it up officially to Steam VR and allow us to do hand tracking on most of the games and get developers into it, throw out a budget and get developers into like creating content for them. All right, I'm not talking about native like apps and all of that. I'm talking about content for it, like not just videos and experiences, but proper content. I'm all about the experiences and videos. I love that stuff. I love just throwing in someone in a VR scene and they experience things without like controllers and without trying to move forward and you need to do this and do that. Like, you just stand there and look around and things are moving and you can interact with your hands, and I'm all about that. But one thing for sure is we need more beautiful content, right, on this, because right now it's feeling like it's isolated. It's all about spatial video. It's all about immersive videos and 3D stuff and all of that stuff. But compared to the Quest 3 or the Quest, basically Meta, compared to them, they have way more in the library right now to experience, right? From experiences to live concerts to games to all of that, 3D movies, and you can even watch spatial video now on it. There's tons of things that you can experience, mixed reality games and all of that stuff, all right? So I'm wishing for more new content on the Meta Store, but I'm also wishing that Apple could have made it accessible to branch out into these places, because right now it feels like just immersive stuff that you're watching on it and only you are watching on it, right? So I mean, from the get-go, the fact that you had to scan your face and make it custom to yourself was just telling us that they're making something that's going to be isolating to the person who's buying it, like just for that person, all right? You can't like give other people to experience it. You can't experience it. Well, you can on guest mode, right? But I'm talking about like experiencing something with another person. Like you can't do that at the moment. Maybe there'll be some updates for that, but at the moment you can't. So if you're watching a movie, you're watching it yourself. If you're in some game or whatever, you're doing it yourself, right? You can't like co-interact with somebody. Yeah, like Meta would have big screen VR. You can go there and watch a movie in that with someone else. So at the moment, that's what I'm saying. And when I'm talking about these things, even the value for the Vision Pro was ahead of its time. Like the value for the Quest 3 is like at the freaking $500, $650. We're talking about everything there, right? Standalone freaking battery life. We're talking about mixed reality games. We're talking about and I'm saying mixed reality games because when you buy it, you get the mixed reality game without free on the house, all right? And if you bought one like as in now, you'd also get Asgard's Wrath. So like, you know, off the bat. And then in the library, I mean on the store, there's free games as well, so you can experience these things now. Yeah, so when the Apple Vision Pro dropped, it needed more things to capture the audience. That's what I said. If like they had a deal with somebody that could get them, or developer that could get them an exclusive like Yu-Gi-Oh on it, it would have sold more headsets. I'm just saying, I'm a lover of Yu-Gi-Oh, I know, but it would have sold more headsets, all right? Something that will be mind-blowing, yeah? Not just experiences and concerts. For someone who's been in VR all this time, those things are not moving enough to spend $3,500. Not moving enough, right? So the value for it is just way too much at the moment, right? Way too much. Maybe the next Vision Pro Lite, as I was saying in my previous video, or the Vision, Apple Vision, yeah, the next one, that one, Apple Vision, would probably be more accessible to people who just want to experience the spatial video, experience 3D movies with a beautiful immersive scene. It'll be way more better for them, yeah? But at the moment, with all of what it put in, of course, depth sensor, all of that stuff, million cameras, whatever, all of that right now is just way too pricey for the experience that you're experiencing right now. And the hand tracking is, you know, like there's delay in it, you know, and then we also got blurriness when you, I mean, for what you paying, like $3,500, you expect it. I mean, I was watching Mark Zuckerberg Zuckerberg, speak about it recently, and he was saying that his headsets are way better than the Apple Vision Pro, and it does make sense comparing the price. I mean, of course, the things that the MetaQuest can do and the Apple Vision Pro can do is probably the same, just that the Apple Vision Pro is putting more quality into it and stuff, but not for the price difference. That is way too much price difference between the two. All right. So I would say value, that price it's not value enough, to purchase the Apple Vision Pro at the moment. Maybe in a year when there's so many native apps on it and there's so many experiences and stuff like that, then 3.5 would be amazing. Maybe when there's exclusives, when they freaking purchase like a developer company that will develop games for them, or a studio that will develop, like, oh man, then it's gonna be mind-blowing, right? 2 years from now, we'll probably even have the freaking MetaQuest 4 or the MetaQuest Pro 2, so it's gonna be crazy. Yeah, but then in general, VR is going to be crazy at that time. 2 years, 3 years, 4 years from now. I'm thinking 5 years from now. Oh my goodness. 5 years from now, I'm going to buy the MetaQuest 3 now. Alright? And I'm not sponsored on this video, by the way. But I'm going to buy the MetaQuest 3 now. And what's going to happen is, when I buy it, I'm going to already start saving for the next whatever it is. Yeah, so within about 2 years time, they drop another headset for $2,000 or 2.5, then I would have already had that money, so it doesn't feel like I'm pulling out a chunk of money from my pocket just to give it to Meta. It's gonna be like, this money is been waiting for you guys to drop a freaking 4 or a Pro 2. It's been waiting for you guys. Or I mean, I wouldn't do Apple Vision Pro because I'm an Android person, so my stuff won't like easily transfer onto an Apple Vision Pro. But for the ones who are like, all these Apple iPhones and stuff like that, then yeah, it's so easy. Just move over to an Apple Vision Pro. Anyway, so yeah, what are they calling it? A freaking spatial computing or immersive? That stuff is just isolating, and it's a VR headset. Done. But it is one that's overvalued and not worth the value at the moment. Not worth the value at the moment. Then we're talking about FOV, right? I mean, for those who are like old in VR, we all about the FOV. Yeah, we all about being able, with the peripheral vision, being able to see those scenes, right? So we all about that. But from what I know, the Apple Vision Pro FOV is smaller than the Quest 3. So just something to put there for in terms of the price difference, and also the fact that they're using hand tracking only and there's no controllers, which they should have had. Like, if someone wanted to buy controllers, they could buy controllers. Talking about that, we're talking about the accessories that they sell. Oh my freaking word, they're so pricey with those accessories. I think it's like $299 for like the dongle that for transfers and shit. And oh my goodness, man, I don't even want to know. Whoo! Anyway, overpriced. And overpriced, then we're talking about the comfort. You know that thing is heavy. You know it's gonna give you problems. You know that it's so, it's so Apple Vision Pro that I don't even know if third parties are gonna make like kinda straps and stuff for it. Don't even know. If they do, you guys are lucky who have Apple Vision Pros. I even heard that people are sending it back, starting to return their Apple Vision Pros just because of the price. and the things they're able to do with it. So don't want to chew too much on that. But all in all, I just wanted to say that, you know, at the moment, it's not worth the price, for my opinion only. I mean, if you feel the same way, then drop a comment, you know, hit me with a like. Yeah, it's not worth the price, and it's too isolating. Like, come on now, it's not a social headset. Sharing is caring, right? Like, I'm waiting to get my headset, and as soon as I do, I want to share it with as many people as possible. I was speaking to my cousin recently, and he told me that, you know, when he had like the one where you put your phone in, and he was trying to share it, and, you know, a lot of people went into it and stuff. And I said, as soon as I get mine, I want to share it with everybody. Whether you're into it, whether you're not into it, I just want you to experience this type of technology in 2024. Yeah, experience the stuff. Yeah, whether you're like, this is not for me, but experience it. So for me, sharing is everything. Yeah, so come on now, I wanna experience it, I want other people to experience it, and I want to have these social gatherings in VR chats, in freaking big screen VR, watch a movie with other people. I want something social. You know, I don't want to feel isolated, I don't want to feel alone, I don't want to experience stuff myself. No way, all right, especially not for that price. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. If you like the content, you know, subscribe, hit me with a like, drop a comment below what you think about this. I mean, I'm just talking VR, you know. I'm not one of these big influencers on VR or content creators that come in and put on a beautiful, you know, every time they say something, like like every time they say Apple Vision Pro, and Apple Vision Pro shows up, and, you know, I don't do that. I just come through and talk, you know. Whether you listening to me and doing your own things, and, you know, cleaning the house or cooking or whatever you're doing, you could be on your phone and be playing this on the TV and just listen to it, you know. That's what I'm about, you know, whether you viewing something else and doing something else. So I'm not about to do that. I could, maybe I will in the future, who knows. But for now, I just love dropping these raw, you know, just conversations about what's happening in the industry, what's going on in my mind, and what I feel about it. Definitely loving it. So show me some love and subscribe, hit a comment. I can't wait to get mine. I can't wait to jump on some beautiful things that I'm planning on doing. So we'll see what happens in the future, but stick with me on my journey into VR. Happy VRing, guys. Peace.